Welcome to another episode of Friday Finds.
Today we're going to talk about apps we love. We love apps. Yes, we do. We love apps. How about you?
Friday Finds.
Ooh, moody.
Friday Finds.
Piano bar guy.
2 days after Wednesday. Friday Finds. Do you like that one or the rocker more?
The rocker's way better.
Yeah. My first app that I'm going to share called Copilot. It is our budgeting app of choice. I just love the interface. I think it's very easy to use. It tells you exactly where you are in your monthly budget, whether you're over, whether you're under. It can take out like your reoccurring payment. So we have our mortgage or electric bill or whatever, this kind of stuff. And so it knows that you're over based off of already sort of pre-calculating those.
Yeah, like it's smart.
Reoccurring payments.
There's definitely a robot inside of it somewhere.
Somewhere.
Me love you long, Tim.
Whoa. I just love the user interface. It's super easy to use and it's been great for us.
Next is an app called Opportune. You may have heard us talk about it before because it was previously called Digit. I feel like it will always be Digit in my heart.
1000%. Yes. Sort of like Prince, the app formerly known as Digit.
Formerly known as Digit.
I'm Prince.
Now called Opportune. Fantastic app. We use it to save for things. Different than budgeting. A budget is like, we're going to spend this much on our car. We're going to do all these things. We know all these things, or we've determined an amount we want to. This is, hey, we have kids' birthday gifts. We want to buy plane tickets to travel somewhere. We need a new refrigerator.
All things that are literally
whatever
in
it
our
is
account right now.
You can set an amount that you're saving for, a date that you want to reach that amount by, and then it is smart. It learns the behaviors of
Learns how much money you make and how much you spend.
It knows. And so it's able to pull out a little bit of money here and there over and over until you reach that goal. It's a very out of sight, out of mind type account. It's super powerful because I don't feel like we realize
and then
that like little bits of money are getting moved over. And then I'm suddenly like, we have enough money for a new fridge over here.
Yep.
Let's go get a new fridge. Yeah.
We recommend this app all the time and have used it for years and absolutely adore it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm going to do two.
Do it.
Because
do
they
it.
sort of do the same thing, but I use them different ways. I like
So somebody could maybe pick either one or do both.
Or they could do both if you want to be cool like me.
Double dream hands.
The first app is called Tally. It literally does that. It
counts.
Tallies something that you want it to tally. At the end of last year, decided that there were key things that I wanted to do this year, but sometimes you lose those habits or you get distracted or you feel discouraged because you miss 4 or 5 days in a row. What this app has done is it has allowed me to tally those things up. I get to see where I'm at, which then encourages me to keep going. It's super encouraging to then open the app and look at that number. And then all I do to add another one is just tap. I just tap. So I did CrossFit today. I'm going to tap and then it's added. And then I love that it has sort of like statistics so I can tell how many times I've done something in a certain month. Again, it's just this kind of encouraging habit building type of app that is very easy to look at and use. I'm such a visual person with my brain.
What's that from?
My brain.
That this is super, super helpful.
Yeah, I started using it for homeschool
Right.
because I was feeling like, are we doing anything? Have we done any reading lessons? And it's like, I know I have. I mean, we're halfway through the book.
Yeah.
I can literally see that. And yet I'm only using it for homeschooling. And so all my different little categories are all of our different subjects. She's done 50 whatever handwriting lessons and 24 of this and whatever that. And it's been so nice to just, oh, wow, we're doing it.
Yeah, so if you find yourself maybe discouraged, you're not doing something enough or you're not keeping up with something or whatever it is, this might just give you that visual reminder that, hey, you actually are, which is great. And then I have another one that's similar. So we work for ourselves, which means we determine our own schedule, which at times is a beautiful, amazing thing.
Yeah.
And then there are times where you spend all day sitting at your computer and you're like, did I do anything?
What are we doing?
So I have essentially 3 main businesses that I do work for. One is Walk in Love, which is the biggest, most important one, pays most of our bills. One is this new company we started called Tiny Rhythms. And then this YouTube channel that we're doing called Friday Finds.
YouTube?
So let me use an analogy that we use. I'm driving the Walk in Love car and I'm trying to, get from point A to B, hit our goals, all this kind of stuff. And then I turn around and I see,
oh, we left some cars.
Yeah, there's some cars back there. There's, if you had to drive 2 cars 100 miles, how would you do it?
Do you drive one
a mile or
and do you run back? Do you go like this?
Do you drive 100 miles and then walk 100 miles and then drive it? Like,
is there a chicken on the road? Did the egg come first? Lots of questions.
Who knows? Who knows? I am using this app called Habit to track the amount of time I work on those businesses each day. So I have it laid out that I spend 30 minutes on maintenance, email, to-do lists, all this kind of stuff. So I start the timer, starts my 30 minutes. I do as much of that stuff as I can. Then I have 3 hours blocked off for Walk in Love. So I can spend 3 hours a day working on Walk in Love in whatever capacity is needed. I have an hour for Friday Finds and an hour for Tiny Rhythms. And so this has really given me a lot of peace of mind knowing
It's
that
similar to the tally where just by keeping track and having a metric, you become okay with the metric.
Yes.
It is enough when you can see it all laid out.
So those are my 2.
That's good.
You're up for 2.
My current favorite photo editing app is called Teza. I've used many apps over time. This one has stuck probably the longest in the last few years.
We've been editing photos on our phones for over a decade.
That's insane. That's insane.
We are old.
Probably 2 things that I like the most about the app. Number 1, the actual filters are really good and
Very
you
good.
can adjust their intensity, which I really, really like. So that everything isn't just like, wah, all the time. And then the other thing I like is that they update it a lot. They provide new filters, maybe almost once a month, give or take.
Yeah.
It's really good. Highly recommend. And it does all sorts of things.
That's not.
And the last app we're going to talk about is called Greenlight. This is really cool. It's something we have only started using in the last year.
We're almost to a year of it.
It's a way to give your kids a debit card that is connected to this app. And so you can set it up where you can pay them an allowance, you can pay them whatever. You can figure out how you want to use it for you. And it can be reoccurring. So every Monday they get some from the bank of mom and dad, right? And so it goes onto their accounts and so they can see it. We can see what they have. We can set it up where they can spend so much. They need to save so much, a percentage. They need to give so much away. Like we can put those percentages in, so it's kind of automatic. And then what's really fun is that they can get their own debit cards with their names on them. It's amazing because when we go to the store and the girls are like, I want to buy something, I can ask them, do you have money? And if they have enough for it, they get to buy their item, swipe their card, and they be fully in charge of experiencing like, I have money even when it's digital.
So yeah, it's a great kids financing app. The real reason that we actually use it is to allow our kids to make mistakes with their money when the stakes are so low. Like it's a stuffy that they regret buying because they wanted a different stuffy. That is much better than being like, I'm going to take out a 30 grand loan for a college degree. It's been super helpful and they've definitely learned some lessons. There's definitely been some buyer's remorse. There's been some, I wish I would have bought what my sister bought.
Wish I would have saved it all up for something better or bigger.
It's been really good and a really powerful teaching tool for our kids.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this episode of Friday Finds. Don't forget to subscribe and I'd love to know some of the apps that you love.
See you next week. Friday Finds.